So the journey of Mareel, it actually goes back 30 years to 1989 was when the previous cinema in Shetland closed, the North Star. And then since then there's been various kind of campaign groups, various individuals, and everybody, a lot of work went into trying to get momentum behind a project to get a cinema built in Shetland. And it kind of culminated in the late 1990s with various bits of research that indicated that there was certainly a demand for a cinema and a music venue in Shetland. Because as well as the cinema, which there wasn't one, there were quite a few little music venues, which were essentially country halls or the sports centre. And folk thought that Shetland deserved a better music venue as well. So they kind of, I suppose the two projects joined forces, and it became like a serious project in the early 2000s. And the Shetland Arts Development Agency, which was formed, who I worked for, was formed in 2006. And one of the core purposes of Shetland Arts Development Agency was to drive forward the Mareel project. So that involved getting all the funding in place. So there's funding from lots of different sources, European funding. The main funder is the local council, who provided upfront capital, and lots of other smaller charities, Creative Scotland, which is essentially Scottish government money. So that was a challenge in itself. I started working for the organisation in 2006 when there was, it was mainly the chief executive, Gwilym Gibbons, and Cathy Hubbard, who was the development manager, did a lot of work, and my kind of role within it was taking Shetlanders on the journey from winning hearts and minds, I suppose, towards getting the building opened. So that was just to get the plans in place. That was quite a journey. Then actually building the thing was quite a journey in itself. It involved having to appoint the contractor, appoint architects. It was quite a competitive process, both of those. So getting the building designed, then getting it built was a long and tough journey, because it coincided with an economic crash, a global economic crash, which meant that there was a really tough period for building contractors. So there was quite a few subcontractors that actually went out of business during the time. So there was various things like all the glazing for the building, for example, the glazing contractor went out of business, and all the glass panels were stuck in Inverness for months. And so that was quite a challenging period. But we pushed on, and now as we sit in Mareel, we've been open for 7 years, and in that time, since the peak challenge, shall we say, we had to learn how to run the building as well as build it, which we were a small arts charity, so that was a real journey as well for the organisation, and a significant change in the core purposes of what we do. So we opening the doors every day was, we were just delighted to be able to do that sometimes, because the finances were really tight. The most significant part of the journey for me is that people have accepted the building, and people now feel ownership of it. It's actually it's an asset to Shetland, and it's so many different user groups. Just as we filmed this, there was it was the junior screenings, so that's like young mums and dads and carers taking toddlers in to the cinema in the mornings. There's silver screenings for older people. There's all kinds of music events. There's the education courses, of which we're involved in. There's people that come in at the weekends just kind of for social reasons. There's like, but I think one of the main things is that families use it. People of all ages use it for a variety of different things. And whilst I'll be kind of honest, it's always a challenge to have a building of this size that requires a lot of resources and staffing and maintenance. It does good. It does good. Looking back, it's been a heck of a journey, but I'm pleased that we're here now.